Alright, Kagama on 4S, old stock, first drive, first time, dust, first time getting it dirty. The only thing I've changed is XT150s, which is the connectors I use, but haven't changed shocks, disc fluids, nothing. Oop! Oh, I thought I was going to hit the tree then. I mean, 4S, and it does that. That's pretty good. Could definitely use a wheelie bar. Pretty aggressive for 4S, but so are a lot of the cars from Team Co-Rally. Ooh, behind a tree. Seems to be pretty well planted. Oh. How's that? Pretty good. I think that's our cue to go to the jumps, because let's face it, that's what we want to see, right? Alrighty. Now there is one other change that I made. Oh, that was going to end badly. And that is that I changed out the radio, so I'm using my DX5C with it. Not for any other reason other than convenience. I've got just a standard, I think it's an what is it, SR310, SR3 something receiver. It's just a 3-channel receiver. There's no gyro or anything like that, no VC. It's just when I come to Altona, I don't bring just the one car, I bring the whole heap. That's better. And rather than bringing, you know, a whole bunch of radios, which, believe it or not, I still sometimes have to. Like even today, I think I bought like 5 radios. It just makes it easier to have my car set up on a multi-model memory radio, that's all. Jeez, this thing's got power for 4S. Alright, full send. Tyres seem to be a little bit unbalanced. I don't know if you guys can pick that up on camera, but they're wobbling quite a bit. When the car's flying through the air, they're oscillating. I mean, that thing rolled for like 3 days before it stopped. Now I will say, it's been a disturbingly long amount of time since I've come out here. Oh my god, that was just 4S. That thing flew forever. I don't get to come out here as often as I'd like to come, to be honest, but I'm going to try and devote more time to Jesus, this thing just flies for days. I think it landed in a different time zone. That was awesome. That's a 4S stock. Wow, that's unreal. The ground this covers on 4S is just nuts. For such a heavy car too, like this is heavier than the XTR. It just flies. I have to, well, I mean, I was going to say I have to try a backflip, but I don't think it's going to take much effort. Let's see, we do have a little bit of headwind. No, that was never going to make it. Oh, really? Really? Alright, let's get a couple more in. We'll see if we can do a backflip on 4S, which I'm pretty sure I've done with the Team Co-Rally cars before. I mean, does that count? Because I mean, I did land on all 4s. It just rebounded with... Oh! That's a first. It's funny because people have said, hey, when I do the unboxings, I never mention that the wheel nuts for Team Co-Rally are not serrated. And one of the things is, I don't mention it because I've never had a wheel come off on a Team Co-Rally car. And that's no lie, except for today. So now I am going to bring it up with them. I'm going to say, hey, would it hurt to do serrated wheel nuts? Just to avoid us doing this long walk of shame when the wheel falls off. One of the cool things about having red lock nuts is that you can find them pretty easy. It took me about 3 or 4 minutes and I found the wheel nut, cranked it back on, and I actually checked all the other ones as well. They all needed about a quarter turn, some maybe a little bit more than that. Just to tighten them up a little bit, and I figured probably a good time to switch out to 6S. I was going to do a separate video for 6S, but you know what, we'll just keep it all in one. You guys can see the difference. 6S on the Tincarelli cars is usually pretty nutsoid. Like, you can see the front tires ballooning a little bit. I know a lot of people like to thicken up that center diff. I mean, that's just nuts. The brakes are probably a bit strong on this, I will admit, because it shouldn't really be doing endos like that. Oh no, my spoiler's crooked. Or is it just the body is caught under there? Oh, there we go. Alright. Alright, don't panic. Didn't break a wing mount, just the spoiler got caught under the body. So yeah, 6S is a little extreme. You really got to be on your game. I think most people, yeah, the brakes are a little bit strong. You know what? I might just go back to the car and adjust it, because I think I've had this problem before and it always catches me out when I start doing jumps. So I think when I finish here I'll go back and detune the brakes a little bit. It's actually easy to do with the program card. You can use just any Hobby Wing program card to tune the ESC on these cars. I did put the servo at 7.4 volts, or the BEC rather. I changed that from 6 volts to 7.4, which I've done with all the other Tincarelli cars, and it's worked fine. So, alright, let's go and adjust these brakes and then we'll hit some jumps. Okay, so brakes were at 50% and I switched them down to 37.5, and using that Hobby Wing program card, super easy. It's option 8. When you get to option 8, it will say that the value is 4. All you got to do is switch it out to value 3 and the brakes become a little bit softer, because yeah, doing endos, those front tires balloon like crazy. Could definitely use a slightly thicker diff fluid. I've heard some people say that they put 1 million in this. I think that's probably overkill, but you know, it really depends on what you like or how you like the car to handle. Whoa. That was nasty. That was very nasty. Let's hope we didn't break anything. Car's all good, apart from the chassis just having a really nasty scar underneath it now. Everything's fine. So much authority in the air now. Tires ballooning a little bit. I mean, 4S, for general bashing, 4S is really what you want to be using on these cars. 6S, sure, I mean, I know a lot of people just, that's all they run. But, man, it's just nuts. On top of the pit. Come on, don't make me go catch you. No! Yes, got it. I do not recommend doing that, just FYI, because you could rip tires apart, you could damage your body, and you could damage your diffs. I'm just tired of walking up and down these hills today. So, Like, I'm not even breathing on the throttle all that hard, to be honest with you. This thing is just, it's just nuts. It just flies forever. Can't even go full throttle with it before the front end comes up. It just flies so well. It lands good too. Suspension is relatively well tuned, I think, for a car that is as heavy as this. And I'm talking about weight because this is heavier than some of my other 8-cell truggies. It's heavier than the XTR, so that's why I'm bringing the weight up in conversation, because it's so easy to control in the air too. All right, let's go for a double, because we have so much time in the air. That didn't even need correcting. I didn't even need the brakes. It just rotated so gracefully. And I will take credit because I did time it really well. Let's see if we can do it again. I did sort of bleep the throttle at the end. But having the brakes turned down has definitely helped. Correcting the car in the air is a lot easier now. Oh, am I out of battery already? This is an older battery. It's a Genzace 5500. And if I'm out of juice, I'm really disappointed because I didn't get to go on the Superman jump. And yeah, this 5500 probably hasn't been used in quite a long time. Unless it's gotten hot. I mean, it is warm out today, but it's not that hot. Let's have a look. Make sure we got everything okay. Battery seems alright. Let me just make sure I don't have power. No, I do not. I got steering, I don't have any throttle. It's possible the battery has just died on us. So I still have 4S battery left. So you know what I'm going to do? Because I do want to go on a Superman jump. I'm going to go throw the 4S back in until it runs flat, and maybe we'll come back another time. Maybe I'll tune the diff or do something different to justify another run of this thing, and we'll run 6S again. So yeah, give me a few minutes, we'll be back. Okay, so we're back on 4S, and I have to say my battery was actually at 3.8 volts, so it wasn't necessarily flat. So I wonder if there was a temperature issue that shut everything down, or if it's because of the battery being the age that it is. Like that battery, I've had it maybe for like 4 years, 3 or 4 years. Of course, there's one rock in the middle of freaking nowhere and I have to hit it. And yeah, the battery being as old as it is, it may have sagged and triggered LVC. I don't know. Usually LVC allows you to bring the car back, so I reckon, I'm starting to think it was maybe battery, heat. Sorry, I'm not doing big sends. Let's do big sends. I'm talking. Let's go. Ooh, whoops. Here we go, big send. I was gonna put the 6S back in it and just leave it in there and see what happens, but I'm just scared because the battery's old. I didn't want to destroy the battery and have it puffing or blowing up on me. So this battery is at 3.9 volts, and this is an 8,000 milliamp. So I got heaps of run time out of the 4S. Oh, really? I was going to say, it's getting all sorts of out of shape. Where did it hit? There's like a rut here and stuff. Flipped it over. all good. All right, let's go again. Okay, I moved the rock out of the way. And I'll bet ya I'll still hit it. Because that's just how I am. Built different. I mean, for 4S, come on. It's controllable. You got linear throttle. Alright, you're not going to be doing triple backflips, but look at the height this thing is getting, man. And that was so smooth too. Have you noticed I'm constantly going towards that bloody rock there? Unintentionally. Here we go, out of shape. We're having massive crosswind, so the wind's like straight in my face. I mean, this thing, oh damn. All right, let's wrap this up. It's been a bit of a ride in this video. We've had some ups and downs. We have the ups and we got the downs. Whoops. Bit of a whip. Come on, let's go. No! Oh please! Oh god! If you don't line up that jump perfectly, it just gets so out of shape. I swear, on 4S, this is where it's at. I mean, you can probably go a tooth or two up on the pinion if you want just a little bit more without having to go 6S. Maybe throw a fan on the motor. And honestly, you're set. Because this is just so nice on 4S. Like, I find 6S is just really hard to control. It's a lot of power. These power systems, I don't know what, you know, sort of magical dust Tinkerelli sprays on these motor and ESCs, but it's just so good on 4S, where 6S is just mental. And don't get me wrong, it's fun just the same, but uh-oh, line landing. I don't know where I am. I can't see it. I may be up. Oh no. No, we are out of juice by the looks of it. Or probably overheating again. So, yeah, I have no throttle and no steering. Oh no, steering's there. Oh, what happened there? It reset. Couldn't have been range. That was weird. I just had nothing. So maybe it is getting a little hot. All right, we're gonna leave it here. That's it for this running video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button before you go. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll be speaking to you all next time.